Now that you've learned about basic Kotlin syntax, it's time to put some of that knowledge to work. In this exercise, you'll create a basic Kotlin application. You'll add a comment. You'll create variables for x, assign its value as 5, and y, assign its value as 10. You'll use if to check if x is greater than y. Display x is greater than y if x is greater than y. And using else, display x is not greater than y if x is not greater than y. At this point, you can pause this video and try this exercise. When you're done, resume the video to see how I would do it. Okay, let's perform this exercise. It's okay if you didn't do it exactly the same way. Now, the first step is to add a comment to our new Kotlin application. I'll use a double slash and just type in something. This is my application. Notice that it's grayed out, and that tells us that it is being regarded as a comment. Now, the other way of creating a comment, you might have done it this way, is a forward slash followed by an asterisk. And this is called a block comment, which means you can have it on multiple lines. And it closes off with an asterisk followed by a slash. Okay, next we want to create variables for x and assign the value to 5, and y and assign the value 10. So you do it this way. I'm going to use var for this one. Var x equals 5, enter, and this time I'm going to use val y equals 10. Now the thing here, the val keyword acts as a constant. So in the case of x, we can actually change this over time. But with y, once we assign the value of 10, we can't change y because it's a constant because we used val. Now next, what we want to do is use the if statement to check if x is greater than y. And it looks like this. If, open parenthesis, x, and then a forward angled bracket for greater than y. So if x is greater than y, that's our test. Now the next thing we need to do is display x is greater than y if x is greater than y. We'll use the print line for that. And in quotation marks inside the parentheses, x is greater than y. Now the thing is, of course, we know that x isn't greater than y. It's actually less than. And so we need an else statement, which is the last step in our exercise. So we put in else, and then an opening brace. Press enter. The closing brace is added for us automatically. And then print line. And in quotation marks, x is not greater than y. Now we don't want to put x is less than y because we don't know that for a fact. If it's not greater than y, it could still be equal to y. So we cover ourselves by using x is not greater than y. All right, so everything looks good. Let's try running it to make sure that we did this right. Choose run on the run menu. Choose your main.kt. Okay, x is not greater than y. We know that to be true. And so the exercise worked, and we successfully created our program with an if-else statement. I hope you found this exercise helpful.